In this video, we're going to be talking about the ever so popular, ever so wonderful clone stamp tool, and that hotkey is S. And basically, what the clone stamp tool does is we'll take one point of your image, and then you can start basically painting and copying that same point of an image onto another part of the image. Now, if that sounded completely confusing, I completely understand. That's why this is a video, and I will explain it all to you. But first, I'll kind of show you what we got going on here. We got a baby, if you couldn't tell, and we got a picture of a field with a little fun little watermark down here at the bottom. Never mind that there. We'll get to why my brush looks like that here in a second. But to get started, to just get right into it and show you exactly what the clone stamp tool does. Once you're on the clone stamp tool, you can pick any kind of brush. It takes on any shape of any other brush that you have in your arsenal. But generally, you want to keep a brush with a really low hardness so it blends in very well. So we'll start out here. We'll expand our brush size up to, I don't know, about this good. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this baby into a three-eyed baby. And how are we going to do it? With a clone stamp tool. How fast is it going to be? Vary. So to get started, all you got to do is find a spot on the image that you want to start copying. Now, once you find the spot, which will start with the center of the eye, I'll hold down the Alt button. Now it changes into this little bullseye. Now I get to choose where I want to start cloning from. So I'll choose the center of the eye and click. And now when I move around, if you have I think it started in CS4, maybe CS5, it gives you a small preview inside your brush of what you're about to start painting. So if you don't have this, then you probably have CS3 or a version below that. But to get started, all you have to do is just start painting. And you start painting in it, and you'll see down here at the bottom, there's a little, on the lower left hand corner right here, watch this eye. When I start painting again, there's that cross that tells you exactly what you're actually starting to paint. And so as you can see, I can run along here, and because it has a really low hardness on the side of this brush here, it blends in really well with the outside of the skin, so it almost looks natural. Very freaky. But that's the basis of what the clone stamp tool really does, and you can do that all over the image. So you can just you can keep on going, and that's why my brush looked like a nostril earlier. So now that we've created an alien, what is one big mistake that I did not do? And I will show you what that is. I'll back out of all this here. And one thing I didn't do was create a new layer. So you'll want to actually come down and make sure that you're sampling from the right layer. Come in here, hold Alt. That's where I want to choose from. Go back to the current layer, the brand new layer, so I can make all my changes, and then start painting in this eyeball. So now, once I finish here, I'll go to the Move tool, and as you can see, this little thumbnail preview, just the eye is painted in there. So if I actually turn that off, it's gone, and you can move it all over the face. So it gives you a lot of versatility. Like I said, put everything in its own layer. Okay, another example of how to use the clone tool is if we move over to this the watermark. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit, get real tight in here, and show you how we can get rid of this watermark really quick and real easy. So it's a little funny, this eyeball is just staring at us. Let's decrease the size of our brush here a little bit. We'll go down right below. Actually, I'm going to increase it a little less, and we'll start out right below the watermark. And what I'll do is actually just give it hold down Alt, and I'll give it a click, and I'll move up a little bit, and then I'll start painting. So now it's sampling all the things from below, and we can just go ahead and paint this on here like this, and I can even sample from above and paint from above. And then once you got most of it gone, you can actually increase your brush size and start sampling from other areas. You want to kind of keep it random, and then keep sampling from different areas so that when you pull back, this doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look like there's repeating patterns all over the place. So now that we kind of got that done, I'll zoom back out to 100%. And as you can see, if you give the whole image a good look over, you don't even see that watermark at all. Now there's some other things here I could do to improve it, but because it's a tutorial, I didn't spend much time on it. But you get the basic idea. Now that is the clone stamp tool. You can do all kinds of things with that tool. It's really encouraged to get in there and play with it. Like I say with everything, get in there and play with it, or you're not going to get good at it. You could just do all kinds of things with it. It's amazing what this tool can do. Find your own uses for it. Look up other ways people are using it. That's another great way to learn, is just find out what other people are using this tool for. And like I said, the possibilities are endless. And we'll move on to the next tool in another video.